You have allostatic load, which I get into in the program. I'm not gonna get on that. But listen, down, out, side. When you exhale, that's when you're gonna feel the most sensation in there. And afterwards, you're gonna feel relaxed. I've never given somebody this and they didn't say they felt instantly relaxed. Ever. Ever. So do it. I just got off the phone with the guy that I'm coaching a few minutes ago before this workout, and I gave him this as a way to relax his mind. When you release the vagus nerve, you're activating the rest and digest part of your nervous system, or the parasympathetic nervous system. But if you go through stress and trauma and you only just keep going without resetting, you're asking for a low vagal tone. You're asking for low vagal tone, right? Which means basically your vagus nerve is stuck, which means that you're increasing the risk for cardiovascular issues like high blood pressure. You're asking for mental health struggles. You're asking for digestion dysfunction, right? But when you release the vagus nerve, you activate the rest and digest state. You get out of fight or flight, and you can get back into your body, calm mind, calm body. You increase your emotional regulation. You increase your mental resilience and your overall well-being. You lower your blood pressure. So, what I just showed you, very simple technique. It took 30 seconds. Press down and out, look away. Breathe. And then we can even get into breathing as well. When you breathe, think about when people take these breaths. You're running out of, you have small area to breathe. You're pulling oxygen from a small area. So this is, your body's like, yo, I don't have that much room to breathe. I don't have that much room to move around, to maneuver. But when you breathe from the diaphragm, see how you barely see my chest move? It's deeper, it's fuller, it stretches beyond, it goes down, and I can bring it out, and boom. Bro, regulating your nervous system does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be complicated, but so many people are stuck in cycles of, watching the news, and then they're stressing about that. They have their own personal struggles. They're stressing about that. They have things from their childhood that they never got over, so they're stressing about that without even knowing that the stress from that is still causing, allostatic load. It led to allostatic load, which basically means that you have I've made a video about this before. You have a set point of your nervous system. Think about it like a house. You have AC. You have the comfortable degrees, like 70, 72, maybe 68, depending on who you are, right? Then you have hot, and you have cold. You want to be at homeostasis. But what happens is when you go through stress and trauma and you never reset from that, you never release your vagus nerve, you're resetting the baseline of your nervous system. So your nervous system may be at this point right here, right? But then you go through so much that now you're accustomed to stress, and now you're up here, you're always hot. Anything that happens, anybody that says anything that you don't like, now you're ready to snap, right? But then that's the hot. Some people are cold, meaning that they have no type of motivation. This happens when you're like porn. If you're doing, I was talking to another guy. He's struggling with porn and motivation at the gym. He says he's struggling with porn. If he goes to the gym for a couple days and he misses one day, he's back at square one. He's in a cold state. He needs more stress in his life. He needs more stress. So when he needs more stress being, he goes to porn for the comfort. He needs to release the porn, so now he has to look for other things to stimulate him. And this is going to increase him to the hotter states, right? So he has to find where his homeostasis is. But right now his homeostasis is low because he doesn't have enough good stress, which is called eustress. So eustress is the thing that kind of gets you going in the morning. You know that you have things to do, right? You have goals you want to accomplish, but you need a certain amount of stress to get you up out of the bed and going. It's a balance. Everything is a balance.